Suzana was the premier women's tennis player at the university in the 2000s. Her name appears all over the record book. 27 times her name is in the West Florida record book. I didn't know there were 27 tennis records. That's amazing. So that just gives you a little insight to how good she was. She was the first UWF women's athlete to earn All-America accolades every year of competition. That's like 6 years, I think. She helped lead UWF to 3 Gulf South Conference titles, and the Argos appeared in the NCAA Tournament all 4 seasons. She finished her career with 3 GSC Player of the Year awards, becoming one of just 3 players in league history to do that. Unbelievable. She also won the GSC Commissioner's Trophy and was later named the GSC Player of the Decade for the 2000s. To introduce Suzana as the 7th women's tennis representative into the Hall of Fame, I want to welcome Derek Racine. By the way, today is Derek's birthday. I know. Derek, it's amazing that you got everybody here for your birthday dinner. That's really nice. And I didn't want to give away your age. Not half a decade, it's half a... Never mind. Enjoy.
Okay, now you'll see how old I am when I pull out my glasses. There we go. Got a few things written down, but actually gives me great pleasure to stand up here and introduce Suzana Cavalcante. But to us, we just call her Sue. So everybody who knows her at tennis and the girls all call her Sue. She first came to UWF in 2005. Kind of one of a strange recruiting thing for me. She was very, very good in the juniors, but she had a leg of time there where she didn't play a lot, didn't compete a lot. She was coming in. Sue was a little older than the girls, without giving away Sue's age, but she was a little more mature for a freshman. But that was a good thing. But when I watched her video, I don't normally go off video, you go off video a little bit, but as soon as I watched her hit for about 2 shots, I knew that she was one that I had to have. If you've watched, she's like the female Federer. Very smooth, one-handed backhand. You can see her from 3 courts away, and you know that she's a top player. Sue was also a great leader for us with the girls, because not only was she the best player and playing on court number 1 and winning, matches pretty well all the time, she was also one of the hardest workers we had on the court, at practice, and even off the court in the classroom. She was an excellent student. She went on to earn her master's degree. She was away for a couple years doing that, and then she wanted to come back and work on her doctorate. She called me up one day, came back, and she was our assistant coach for 2 years. And did a tremendous job there. So she just gave countless hours to our program and to UWF in that role as well. So just very excited to see her get into to the Hall of Fame. Sue has also represented UWF always in a great manner, but she brought us a lot of recognition. Locally, she was involved in a lot of different things here. She did a lot of the fundraisers that we do. She won the Commissioner's Trophy, and to do that, not only tennis, you have to do a lot of community service with that. And Sue was always good there with the local community. She also gave us a lot of regional recognition, being one of the top players, winning a lot of the regional tournaments. And then she also gave us a lot of national recognition. A lot of the other coaches would come up to me after she played, say not, obviously she was a good player, but also that she was a very good sportsman, and in every sense of the word, she portrayed sportsmanship when she played, and people were always grateful, and everyone really liked her, even if you lost to her, you liked her. So she was very good that way. So it gives me just great pleasure that Sue is getting in tonight, and I guess Sue, come forward. Yeah. Gotta hold it by the base. There you go. Congratulations.
Well, it's hard to follow that. Thank you, Derek. I am nervous actually now. You left me nervous. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. First of all, good evening, everyone. And I need to tell you of the immense honor and pride I feel to be one of the former student athletes here tonight to be inducted into the UWF Athletics Hall of Fame. You know, back in 2005, when I was recruited by Coach Forseen, I could not have foreseen the magnitude of the impact that UWF tennis, and especially UWF life, would have in my life for many years to come. From day one on campus, I met people who are very important to my life, even to this day, 11 years later. UWF life has truly provided me with the best student-athlete experience I could have ever had, and I'm forever grateful for that. The beautiful tennis courts that we have here on campus, the library, the classrooms, the commons food court, even the parking lots, the open spaces, the new gym facility, which I believe opened in 2005, if I'm not mistaken, the beach, and even more than that, were all, in my mind back then, part of a perfect backdrop where anything was possible. That's exactly how I felt back then. And in that, I made friends for life who had left me with no choice but to feel like Pensacola is always going to be home, and I thank for that. I cannot end tonight's speech without especially thanking Coach Derek Racine, who took a huge risk, as he said, recruiting me. And then I was 27 years old back then. I had just come out of a long 10-year retirement bout, and I was looking for a second chance to compete at the sport that I once loved and abandoned, and I was looking to start over in life. I sent him, at that time there was no YouTube at that time, but I sent him my practice DVD, and he was probably relieved to see that I could hit 1 or 2 balls, as he said, you know, as he knew I was 27 years old back then. And then he offered me the full scholarship, and I came, and the rest is history, and here we are today, so that's awesome. So thank you, Coach Derek Racine, for giving me the chance to redeem myself in tennis, but also most importantly in life. Tonight I also brought 3 people who are very special to me, and without whom I cannot be who I am today. There's Ludmila Kosiolima. She's a professor here with the Exercise Science Department and an awesome researcher. Rich Show, who is really, truly the kindest person on earth. He's just that kind of a man. And he's also a very competent mental health therapist. I hope I got that right. Paulina Ojeda, my partner for life, and also a very good tennis player. I also, tonight, it's not in here, but I saw 2 or 3 people from the athletic training department. I think it was Melanie, Tony, and it's a shame that Rich is not here. But I really learned a lot from being an athletic trainer and from having that knowledge coming from these people, so thank you for that. Finally, I want to thank the UWF, the current UWF men's and women's tennis team, and assistant coach Monica Kochanova for having been such nothing short than amazing hosts for the last 72 hours that Paulina and I have been here. So thank you for that, and I wish you the best of luck in the upcoming season. Thank you for having me here tonight. And I almost forgot, I need to say a few words in Portuguese, because otherwise my family is going to kill me. Obrigada, minha família, por me apoiar nesses 4 anos, nos bons e maus momentos. Obrigada por vocês. So thank you for having me here tonight, and keep enjoying the evening. Thank you for everything.